seeing cuts to insurance, no matter who's making those cuts, is heartbreaking.
She's talking about cuts to dialysis treatments. Some people with kidney failure could have trouble paying for treatment under the governor's proposed budget.
His proposal could slash some of their Medicaid funding. WCIA3's Jessica Coons explains why patients are making a last-minute plea to lawmakers. We're keeping you connected to the Capitol.
I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have dialysis. Well, I'd be dead. That's where I'd be.
2 years ago, Kathleen Haynes became sick. She ended up at the hospital where she was diagnosed with kidney disease.
And in a very short time, I was in stage kidney disease.
The only thing keeping her going right now are her weekly dialysis treatments. She's one of nearly 20,000 Illinois patients who are being treated for kidney failure. More than 5,000 of them pay for their treatment with Medicaid funding. But that could change under Governor Rauner's proposed budget.
I'm afraid that there are so many people who are not going to have the ability to keep going.
Patients could lose their Medicaid reimbursements, including a $60 per treatment rate reduction. Health officials estimate that it adds up to millions of dollars in cuts. Keep in mind, these are cuts proposed by Rauner. House Democrats passed a Human Services budget bill this week that would keep current Medicaid funding intact, but that bill still needs to go through the Senate, and it could be vetoed by the governor. That's why patients are still trying to make their voices heard. Mackenzie Barboza works at a local dialysis clinic. She says all of her patients pay with Medicaid and Medicare.
In the long run, that could mean reducing hours of operation and possibly even closing our doors, which would directly affect all of the patients that we serve.
Haynes is a retired nurse herself. While she doesn't use Medicaid for her treatments, she says most of her fellow patients do. She says she's seen too many of them suffer not to speak up.
They have to have those services or they're not going to survive.
In Springfield, Jessica Coons, WCIA3, your local news leader.
And cuts wouldn't come just under the governor's plan. House Democrats also passed their own budget bills on higher ed, public safety, and general services. The deadline to file a budget is Sunday.